And we're back to the story of the Nameless One. With our, let's say, happenstance companion, Morte, here.
What's up?
He's a dirty, dirty skull. With eyes that freak me out. How does he talk? No lungs. No idea. How does he float? Don't know either. We have explored the first two levels of the mortuary. By first I mean the top two, actually. The third and the second. There's a lot outside, apparently, that we don't know much about just yet. We do need to go downstairs, though. So let's explore further on. Mortuary first floor. Well, one zombie to meet us. This tottering corpse has had its eyes sewn shut. Ah, old threadwork. He is carrying a huge tome in his hands. Take it carefully. We carefully take it, and it doesn't seem to notice. Okay, well, a book of enchantments and words, filled with diagrams and charts detailing various aspects of the necromantic arts. It's very heavy. Examine it again. Let's just see, nothing more. Well, sorry about taking the book. Just too interesting to leave you with it. What is this book? Tome of Bone and Ash. Lists. There's numerous drawings of skeletons, bones, and the manner by which they may be preserved over time. Ah, the dustmen animate corpses to make them even deadlier, blah blah blah. The book is much too complex for you to absorb all at once, but it looks as if you could refer to certain sections when the need arises. Well, let's keep it handy then.
I'm gone.
These are the stairs we took down. Okay. What is this? A blank plaque. A large tomb. Oh, so it's an empty tomb. Metallic blue tapestries are made from thin chain links. There's a dustman around here. Oh, they want to talk to us? A dustman guard. You see a stern-looking man in black robes. He is glaring at you suspiciously. You, state your business. I seem to be lost. You do indeed look lost. The dustman's eyes narrow to slits, and his hand falls to the dagger by his side. Snap his neck before it can call out. Better you than me. Tuck the body into the shadows, then continue on. What is this mortuary front gate? Ah, interesting. Dustman guard, come on. My business is my own. Let's lean into the whisper, then snap his neck. Ah, you can actually have his robes. Okay, let's wear them. Jagged knife. Double-edged blade. Sowago. Well, it's a named character, so... Well... This Soego character doesn't seem to notice us, and all the guards seem to want us dead. An odd symbol on this plaque. And this goes to where? I'm not sure. Oh, it goes upstairs. Okay. What is this? Here lies Dionara. What? Dionara. You see a strikingly beautiful ghostly form before you. Her arms are crossed and her eyes are closed. She has long, flowing hair and her gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. As you watch, she stirs slightly and her eyes flicker. Huh. Greetings?
You! What is it that brings you here? Have you come to see firsthand the misery you have wrought? Perhaps in death I still hold some shred of use for you, my love.
My love? Do I know you? The spirit makes a begging motion with her hands. Seems like she does. How can it be that the thieves of the mind continue to steal my name from your memory? Do you not remember me, my love? And she stretches out her arms. Think! Her voice becomes desperate again. The name, Dionara, must evoke some memory within you. We do have stirrings of memory. Tell me more. Perhaps your words shall chase the shadows from my mind. Oh, at last the fates show mercy. Even death cannot chase me from your mind, my love. Do you not see? No, I don't. I don't see anything. Your memories shall return. Tell me how I can help you, and I shall. Well, do you know who I am? You are the one both blessed and cursed, my love. And you are the one with who is never far from my thoughts and... Okay. Thoughts and heart, blah, blah, blah. Blessed and cursed, what do you mean? Nature of your curse shall be apparent. Look at you, she points at you. Death rejects you. Your memories have abandoned you. Do you not pause and wonder why? Well... Not sure. I'm still getting my bearings. What can you tell me? I know that you once claimed you loved me, and that you would love me until death claimed us both. I believed that, never knowing the truth of who you were, what you were, and what am I? And she cannot. You are one who dies many deaths. These deaths have given the knowing of all things mortal, and in your hand lies the spark of life. And death. Those that die near you carry a trace of themselves that you can bring forth. As Dionara speaks the words, a crawling sensation wells up in the back of your skull. You suddenly feel compelled to look at your hand. As you lift it up and look at it, you can see the blood coursing sluggishly through your arm, pouring into your muscles and in turn, giving strength to your bones. Strange sensation.
Updated my journal.
You know Dionara is right. You suddenly remember how to coax the dimmest spark of life from a body and bring it forth. The thought both horrifies you and intrigues you. We have remembered how to raise others from the dead. Interesting. It will not work on party members you remove from the party while they are dead. We need to keep people in the party so we can raise them if they die. I had other questions. Who are you? Well, we do have memory, yes. So Dionara, don't tell me any more than that. Fine. I need... Well, where am I? Yes, important question. Where am I? You are here with me, my love, as in the time when life was something both of us shared. Now it is the eternal boundary that separates us. Between life and death, right? It is a barrier I fear you shall never cross, my love. It is a barrier between your life and what remains of mine. Other questions, then. I need to escape. Leave! Dionara's voice drops to a hiss, then rises again. Leave, you ask me, who am trapped here because of you. How to leave this place? I apologize. I do not mean to offend. Though I shall return, farewell. Hold a moment. I learned much when I travelled with you, my love, and what you have lost I have retained. I have not divulged all that I know to you. My sight is clear whilst you fumble in the darkness for a spark of thought. Well, what could you possibly know? What do you see that I do not? Time itself relaxes its hold as the chill of oblivion slowly claims us. Glimpses of things yet to come swarm across my vision. You see the future. I see you as you are now, and... What do you see, then? I see what lies ahead for you. Tell me. First, I require a promise. Promise you will return, that you will find some means to save me, or join me. I will do what I can.
This is what my eyes see, my love, unfettered by the shackles of time. You shall meet enemies 3, but none more dangerous than yourself in your full glory. They are shades of evil, of good, and of neutrality, given life and twisted by the laws of the planes. You shall come to a prison built of regrets and sorrow, where the shadows themselves have gone mad. There you will be asked to make a terrible sacrifice, my love. For the matter to be laid to rest, you must destroy that which keeps you alive, and be immortal no longer.
Destroy what keeps me alive? Undead, you mean?
I know that you must die, while you still can. The circle must come to a close, my love. You were not meant for this life. You must find that which was taken from you and travel beyond, into the lands of the dead.
Die while I still can. While I still come back, you mean?
Updated my journal.
Do not doubt your ability to rise from the dead. I do believe that every incarnation weakens your thoughts and memories. You claim you have lost your memory. Perhaps it is a side effect of countless deaths. If so, what more will you lose in successive deaths? If you lose your mind, you will not even know enough to realize that you cannot die. You shall truly be doomed. Countless deaths. How long has this been going on? She does not know. Can you help me escape? I apologize, but do you know of a way out? She's not happy. Nothing interesting. Gaping hole torn in his throat. He smells foul. Well, let's not bother him. Anything in this central chamber? What is that? A crescent hatchet. A huge hatchet has a crescent-shaped head. Although an intimidation weapon, it looks more decorative than functional. The balance is poor and the edge is dull and pitted. Well, if we need a slashing weapon. What about these skeletons? Before you is a giant skeleton in an ornate bronze armor. The armor has been bolted onto the skeleton's frame, and a series of elaborate symbols have been carved across the breastplate. You wonder where the skeleton came from. You weren't aware they made humans in this size. The huge blade in its hands looks like it weighs as much as a wagon cart. Examine it carefully. It is riveted onto its ribcage and shoulder blades with a series of iron bolts. Notice the same iron bolts are set into the skeleton's shoulder, elbow, pelvic, and knee joints. A mass of thick leather cords and heavy knotted ropes run along the length of its skeleton, arms, and legs to resemble muscles and arm. Okay, examine the armor. It shines brightly, and the symbols engraved on the breastplate seem to flow in the firelight, shifting slightly whenever you try to focus on them. Study the symbols. Almost unconsciously, you let your gaze relax as you look at the symbols. After a moment, they cease shifting and resolve into a trail of runes. They remind us of chains. It's a warding enchantment. Try to recall the enchantment. You study the pattern as they weave their way across the breastplate. The runes are a lesser armoring enchantment. You suspect several greater necromantic and warding enchantments are woven in as well. Touching the skeleton will most likely cause it to awaken and defend itself. Can you try to dispel them? You suspect that marring the rune pattern along the breastplate could unravel the enchantments, but it looks difficult. The pattern is complicated, and scratching out the wrong portion could cause the skeleton to animate. Well, we could compare them to the Tome of Bone and Ash. From what you can make out from the tome, it seems that armoring enchantment applies only to the breastplate. The necromantic enchantment allows the skeleton to be raised, but it is the warding enchantment that gives the skeleton its limited awareness. You'd guess that if you were to mar the skeleton's wards, it would interpret it as an attack, unless you blinded it to your present first. Okay, so the warding enchantment needs to go first. Then the necromantic, then the armoring. The work is difficult and nerve-wracking at first, but slowly your mind begins to focus and the runes begin to unravel beneath your attack. Within minutes, the giant skeleton has been stripped of the enchantments binding it. It collapses. Damned pile of bones. You wait for a moment, but no one responds to the sound. Moving quickly, you sift through the skeleton's parts on the floor. Most of it is too heavy or too old to be useful, but you discover a piece of the skeleton's breastplate. You have a feeling it could prove useful. I'll just take it then. A rune of lesser warding. Okay, well, let's have this stuff get carried by Morte. Give us a bit of extra space. Okay, what about these other skeletons? Do they also have runes like this? Okay, let's examine it. And examine the armor. And study the symbols. Okay, he also has an enchantment. Okay, try to remember that. Lesser armoring. Okay, so it's the same thing, right? Let's see if we can dispel them like the other one. So, let's check the tome. Okay, so the same thing, I guess. Ah, we catch this one before it falls. Let's see whether we got this. Ah, another piece of
I feel stronger.
Of a breastplate. A rune of armor. Teaches user armor. Okay, well, we'd have to copy this into our spell book, I guess. We increased level, though. Ah, yes. Let's level up. One characteristic point, good, and 9 hit points. Okay, well, we need more charisma. Okay, pick that up. Let's go talk to these other skeletons. If we can get all 4, that's a nifty little trick. Before you is a giant skeleton in ornate bronze armor. Okay, let's study it. And the armor. And the symbols. Check the runes. Enchantments. Check with the tome. So, and again, it's the same thing. It's easier this time around, and the runes quickly unravel beneath your attack. Fragment of a broken enchantment.
Looks like my skills have increased.
Greater warding. Interesting. Teaches the user shield. Another level up? No.
What's up?
Oh, Morte has a level up. Yes, okay. He's more of a fighter, right? Yeah. 5 hit points and 2 from the Constitution bonus. Okay. Does he have a bonus? No. He doesn't get character points.
Okay.
I'm gone.
Okay, let's examine the skeleton. The armor. The symbols. Try to recall it. Dispel. Oh. Oh, let's check the tome. And it's the same, okay. And another. Okay, well, shielding. Well, I think it's time we got out of here. Oh, we need a key. Damn it.
Again you have come. Why is it you continue to torment me?
I'm sorry, I just have questions. I need your help. I have come to apologize. Where can we get the key out of here? Maybe you have to steal it from Sogo. Okay, well.
Updated
Greetings.
my journal.
I'm Soego. I'm sorry, sir. Are you lost? I'm merely looking for the exit. I do not recall admitting you. I was here to see someone. Doll. What's wrong with Doll? Very well. Can you let me out now? Why, of course, he says. No harm done. You're not permitted in the mortuary after 9 bells. Okay. Well, he'll open the gate for us, apparently. Well, it was Soego that needed to do the job, apparently, so... Finally out of this damn mortuary. Thank you. I will leave now. Ooh, who are these spirits? I'm wondering where we are. Sigil. Wow. The mortuary window. It's so dirty and stained with soot that it lets no light through. Yeah, I noticed. It's a very dank and dark place. Dustman guards.
Done.
Let's not bother them. Pox. Pox. Let's talk to Pox. The scowled figure is hunched by the mortuary gate. His face is obscured by the shadows of his hood. What little you can see in his chin, which is covered with stubble, and what appears to be a foul green and purple rash. Ugh! The rash seems heaviest around his neck, fading as it crawls up to his chin. Greetings, Pox? I'm guessing you have the pox. The figure doesn't budge. There is a moment of silence, then he responds in a high-pitched voice that sounds more suited to a girl of 10 years than a man. Hi! Who are you? Pox am I? Hi! I can imagine the figure. Pox. Do you know someone named Feyrod? Feyrod Collector, big. Name has weight. Casts a long shadow. It does. Hi! Collector, yes. Gathers debtors. Brings them to Dustman. Yeah. Where can I find him? In the Hive. Somewheres. How about something more specific? Somewheres in the Hive. Feyrod hide. Okay. Very finding hard, not worth finding. What do you mean not worth finding? High many hates him. Collectors even. Sharegrave hates him. Not like Feyrod at all, High. Sharegrave? Who's Sharegrave? Big name. Carry weight. Casts a long shadow, he does. Tell Pox what to do. Oh, your boss. Would Sharegrave know where Feyrod is?
Updated my journal.
Sharegrave knows darks. No Feyrod hiding. In Ragpicker Square, many blocks west. Say, Sharegrave, that Pox sent you. Right. Sharegrave at Ragpicker Square west of here. Alright, thank you. Well, I've got a clue as to where we can find Feyrod at some point. Frightened Hive Dweller. What is this? Huge monument. No name plaque identifying what it is honoring. A Hive Thug. Oh! Well, it's running away. A harlot. Okay, let's have a chat with the harlot. You see a tired-looking woman dressed in a tight leather bodice and leggings. The odor of cheap perfume surrounds her like a cloud, and her face is covered with a mask of crude makeup. Like a clown, like a scary clown. She smiles as she sees you. Why don't you stay and chat with me a bit, love? Greetings? She looks coyly. Nah, you look to be a blood who's lost something. Mayhap I can help you find it, Cutter. Oh, you could, maybe. I'm missing a journal. Yeah. I did have some questions, though I'm not missing anything that you could help me with. I'm not a tout, she frowns. That rubs two fingers together, unless you got some jink to pay for your admit time. Yes, we can pay you, we can pay you. 7 coppers, no more nor less. 7 commons there is. Now, what can you tell me about the city? What is it? Yes, Sigil. It's the city beneath your feet and rising either side of you. Makes visitors smug as scalp, it does. Yes. I don't know why she has this weird speech pattern, but that's how I imagine it. So, where is it exactly? Center of the plains, to hear it told. If you believe with that wash. Why is it wash, according to you? Well, now, love, according to the greybeards and scholars and governors and all the rest of them rattling their brain boxes, they says the plane's gone forever. Who's to say where the center is? Well, indeed. If it is infinite, there would be no center. Another question. What's of interest around here? Depends on your interest, Cutter. I'm looking for work, I guess? You're asking me what you're thinking of becoming another sisterhood, are you? No. No. What else of interest? Good time, perhaps? Yeah. Other questions, then. I'm looking for Feyrod. One of the greater darks, love. If you be wanting to know what about that blood, that'll be truth the coppers of normal asking. Well, we have 77, but that seems like a lot. Never mind, then. Farewell. What is this building? Hive dwellers. Maybe they'd be able to help. Morik, is that you? No, sorry. Nothing useful. An open tomb. Sarcophagus seems to have been for centuries. No lid. Okay.
All right.
Well, there's Pen's note. What's Pen's note? Vaxus. If you are reading this, then you have undoubtedly failed in your task and have been forced to use the escape route I arranged. Told you that your little disguise idea was ridiculous. In any case, you'll need to lay low for a while. The dustmen may be deluded, but they are not fools. Once you have secured a new hiding place, wasn't Vax? Maybe Vax was the guy we met inside the mortuary. It's apparently causing Dustman a great deal of upset. I wouldn't mind knowing myself. Nobody knows where Feyrod is getting those bodies. Interesting. I think the fool's name is Okay. A dustman at the dust bar has been sending out finders to try and mark Feyrod's movements to see where he can find the bodies. Interesting. We need to hinder his efforts and, find out what Feyrod is doing by ourselves. Okay.
Done.
Well, the hive thug is still running away from us. Dabus. Who are you? You see a tall creature with a shock of white hair. Its skin has a greenish cast and a pair of goat horns protrudes from its forehead. It is dressed in long flowing robes and appears to be floating slightly above the ground. Interesting. Greetings! The creature turns to face you and a series of symbols appear around its head. The symbols have a slight glow about them, and they just hover there. What's wrong? He's a Dabus, says Morte. They speak in rebusses, those annoying word puzzles. If you don't know what he's saying, then we better find a native or some other way of communicating with him if you want to. An annoying bunch. My bet they can speak. They would just rather piss everyone off by trying to puzzle out what they're saying. A Dabus. Janitors for the pain of Lady of Pain. float around breaking, fixing, and patching up Sigil according to her whims. Huh. Lady of Pain, who's that? She runs the city, well. Got blades around her face. Size of a giant. She floats off the ground, just like these guys. Nobody knows much about her. She doesn't speak much. We don't want to make her angry. Okay, if we see her, we run. Okay, good advice. The Dabas waits patiently, its hands tucked into its sleeves. Morta, can you translate? No. Okay, I see. Try to strike up a conversation. You ask the Dabas several questions, trying to get a feel for the rebusses that appear above its head. It is extremely patient throughout your discussion, giving you easy sentences to translate. After a few minutes, you start getting the hang of it. Feels like you've done this before. Interesting. Maybe you can help me. Can you tell me about the Lady of Pain? Shows a metallic female mask with blades. Huh. Okay. The image makes me uncomfortable. Another question. Who are you? I am a Dabas. Okay. What are you doing? I attend to my duties. Great. Very descriptive. Thanks. Well, got one thug. Ah, they seem to be building stuff going around all over the place. Building or unbuilding. Ah, mysterious place, this sigil. A mysterious place. We need to explore it thoroughly. Try to revive our memories that we seem to be able to recover, at least partially. It will be a titanic task, I feel, if we have died so many times that we've forgotten everything. A task that we'll leave for next time, folks. Till then.